What is up, Karatics? So Rockstar has given us another newswire with even more information about the improvements coming to GTA Online with the Criminal Enterprises DLC, such as gameplay improvements, increased payouts, and more. So let's get right into it. Starting off, they thank the community for their feedback and all that. Continuing, as I mentioned before, we will be able to do business sell missions in private sessions. Moving along, they state that you will now be able to bring any normal car into the LS car meet and put low grip tires on it. That is absolutely crazy. I know that there was a big community utilizing glitches to do this to normal cars, but now you will be able to do it normally and legitimately, so that's awesome there for sure. Now, one of my friends, Emperor, brought up a good point, and it's something that kind of worries me. He mentioned how Rockstar nerfed the old tuner DLC cars because of the straight line speed that they would get with the low grip tires. So that brings up a question as to if they're going to put that same nerf on all the cars in game because of this new low grip tire option, or hopefully the better option is that they remove that nerf from the tuner's cars and not put it on any of the other cars in game. Hopefully that's the case. We're going to have to wait and see, because that's definitely a possible issue there. Continuing, they state the mechanic will be able to deliver cars faster from now on, so that's nice, and you will no longer be charged an insurance fee for destroying another player's weaponized vehicle. The Avenger Animal C will now let you customize any vehicle in there that fits, not just the DLC related ones. The number of ownable normal properties will be increased from 8 to 10, allowing for up to 20 more garage spaces, which is awesome. The car websites will have new filters to make it easier to find cars more quickly. The Oppressor Mark II will be nerfed, as we talked about before in previous newswires. And the Sparrow helicopter from the Kasaka will now have chaff and flare countermeasures available, which is interesting. Continuing, players will now be able to enter their agency through the roof, just like the CEO office. I'm not sure why this wasn't a thing already. Auto shop business staff will now deliver your cars in better condition if you choose to have it delivered by them. I'm not sure why they would take forever and damage them till they would deliver it to a customer. It was really annoying. So I guess now Rockstar kind of fixed that so that they deliver them in better condition and probably a bit quicker as well. Continuing, players will be able to jog inside the casino, the music locker, and nightclubs as well, instead of being forced to walk in them, which was really annoying. So I'm glad they're adjusting that to make it easier to get around some of those interiors. Moving along, players will be able to buy max ammo for all weapons at once from the interaction menu, similar to the start of a mission where you can buy it all at once. And that's definitely very helpful instead of having to go through each weapon individually to get the max ammo. Also, players will be able to access snacks and armor through the weapon wheel, which is amazing. And for those of you who are tired of having barely any snacks after restarting a job after you keep dying, the snacks will now go back to what you had before you started the job, which is awesome. Continuing, players will be able to hang up the phone instead of being forced to listen to the phone call from certain contacts. Now personally, I used to just press pause and then it would hang up the phone automatically to get around this, but I guess now you can actually do it normally. Continuing, PC players will be able to disable the annoying in-game chat box. I'm really not sure why this wasn't a thing already, but anyways. And one of the big ones here for you PvP players, KD will no longer be affected in free mode. It will only be affected in competitive gameplay, which that's pretty crazy. That's a game changer right there. Hopefully this reduces a lot of the unnecessary griefing in free mode sessions by other players, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Continuing, players can get caught a lot more times while scoping Cayo Perico without getting kicked out so quickly. Moving along, the race creator will get an increased limit to checkpoints, player limit for transform races, updates to the fixture remover with new models, the ability to create RC Bandito races, a ghost to first checkpoint option where everyone is in non-contact for the beginning of the race until they hit the first checkpoint, which can definitely minimize a lot of the crashing at the beginning, and a new ghosting option which puts players in non-contact who are going backwards during a race, which that was definitely very needed, We saw something similar to this when they updated the open wheel races a while ago, so I'm glad it's making its way to normal races. Also, the ability to set a specific time of day for a race in the creator, and the ability to change the size of checkpoints, which is very interesting. So hopefully we can make an extremely large checkpoint and kind of delete some of the double checkpoints we have around certain maps and highways and such. That's going to be very helpful for sure. Now, moving on to the payout increases. In terms of races, there will be a 50% increase in payouts for races. Again, this is permanent. Premium races will now also give money to all the players in it, not just top 3. Adversary modes will see a 50% increase in payouts as well. Again, that's permanent. Now, in terms of heist, all setups will see a 50% increase in payout, again, only for the setups. And the minimum cut for finales will now be 15%. Also, the cost of heist setups has been reduced as well. All the OG heists will see a 75% increase in payout, except for the Pacific Standard heist. That one will see a 50% increase in payout, along with all 3 acts of the Doomsday heist, which is insane, and yes, that includes Bogdan. Also, they talk about cooldowns, where all heists will now have a cooldown of 48 minutes. However, for those of you who play Cayo Perico Heist solo, that one will have a cooldown of 144 minutes, or about 2.5 hours, which honestly I do not agree with. Rockstar's argument is that they want players to do other stuff in game during that cooldown. I honestly disagree, but they also state that the high value targets for Cayo Perico will appear less often for 3 days after you steal a high value one, like the pink diamond for example, but the secondary target values will increase, which is interesting. So they're giving a cooldown to the higher value primary targets and a cooldown to repeating the Cayo Perico Heist solo as well. Really interesting and weird. So it's basically like a Cayo Perico Nerf. I'm not sure why this was necessary, but anyways, moving along to the MC and CEO. Bodyguard and MC member salaries will be doubled to make it more worthwhile for your friends who help you grind. Also, if friends in your CEO or MC help you with a cell mission, they will see an even more increased salary as well. And also, the fees for renaming your organizations have also been reduced. Also, Rockstar will incorporate a first-time payout boost for your businesses. So for the executives, we have triple the payout for the new export mixed goods sell mission. For the biker business, we have a 3 times speed boost in product. For the gun runners, which is the bunker, research and production speed is tripled. And for the nightclub, the business battles will contain triple the usual amount. And for the nightclub sell missions, the payout will double as well. Again, these boosts for these 4 businesses is for the first time only. However, Rockstar states that that will start when the update comes out on the 26th. So technically, your first time will be after the update comes out. So everyone will get these bonuses for these businesses the first time after the DLC releases. And lastly, there will be a limited time payout boost of double for MC Club work, challenges, MC contracts, member challenges, and VIP work as well. Again, first time only, just like the other businesses. So wow, that's pretty insane. I agree with pretty much everything in this newswire, and I think it was very much needed, except for the cooldown and primary target nerf for the Cayo Perico heist. Again, I really don't agree with that one, and I think Rockstar might get some backlash for that because they're changing something that really didn't need to be changed. I know their argument here is to encourage players to do other stuff in game, but in this case you're kind of forcing them instead of enticing them with the other increased payouts. I really don't agree there, but anyways, at least the rest of the changes in here are very positive, and that will definitely increase the overall enjoyment of GTA Online. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.